It's very cold.
Thank you. Afternoon. Do the normal before we start. Broadcast bits obviously first, which Jeremy will kick us off with. No social media posting during the broadcast part of the press conference, and then we'll do the dailies embargo till 10:30 tonight for tomorrow.
No, first of all, before I start, because everyone say congratulations, Jesus, happy birthday, I want to put
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
What's the number?
30, no. 40 few?
40 few. 40 few. 40 few.
Happy birthday. Mauricio, Roberto Martinez has named his Belgian squad this morning. There's no Moussa Dembele. The Tongan, he says, has hurt his hamstring so badly that he will miss the next two Belgian camps and may not play for 6 weeks. Is it right? And is the hamstring injury that bad?
Yeah, we'll see, because was no good injury. I think Jesus can explain properly in English that my explanation. He can explain if you want Jesus explain a little bit the context of the injury. Yes, of course, we are so disappointed with that, but we'll see our 6 weeks or less. But I think Jesus can explain better.
Yeah, Jan, since he arrived from the World Cup, played all the matches. So we planned last week with Hurricane trips, Danny Rose, to have non-competition during the week and prepare with especially 3 training sessions. So he had an unbelievable week. But unfortunately, during the game, I think it was 15 minutes on the game, he got a knock in his hamstring with the biggest striker, and he was unbalanced and stretched his leg. And in that action, he injured the hamstring, and then carried on playing for almost half an hour because he thought it was just the knock. So, and now we had one scan with him and another scan on Monday to know exactly how severe the injury is at the moment. Could take a while because it's not a normal injury, like striking the ball or sprinting or decelerating. So it was in a stretch. So and that kind of injury needs to be assessed properly.
And hamstring injuries have grades. Is it a grade 1 tear? Do you know?
No, but recently all the grades has changed, and this is why the second scan after almost a week to have a clear image of the muscle, it's needed to know the time frame of that kind of injury.
Mauricio, the other injured players, is there any chance that any of them could play against Cardiff?
No.
Okay. Just some thoughts then about this game. It's a big step a few days after Messi. It's Neil Warnock. How would you compare Barcelona and Cardiff?
No, I think with full respect to Cardiff, it will be a tough game too. In Premier League, it's not an easy game. And of course, everyone can think the motivation to play against Barcelona, and looks like now we are going to play Saturday and it will be an easy game. And for me, it's the opposite. The most difficult game is the game that everyone believe outside of the team that you must win. And for us, it's so important to be motivated in the same level. If not, we are going to struggle. And there's a lot of example in football when you don't respect the opponent. But we have a full respect to Cardiff, and will be so tough. It was difficult to beat them for different teams. We were watching. I think a similar style or philosophy of Huddersfield that was so tough for us to beat them. And of course, it's 3 important points that we have ahead playing with them. And of course, we are so focused in try to don't be affected for the Wednesday. It's true that the effort was massive, but we need to be ready. The competition doesn't wait for you, and you need to be ready again to play tomorrow.
It was a spectacular match on Wednesday night. All the talk was about Messi. You praised the team for fighting so hard, but when the dust has settled, do you still think that you really have the squad to achieve what you want to here at Spurs after that match?
I think we need to split. If we want to compare with Barcelona, quality or level, I think it's not fair to compare Tottenham today with Barcelona. And then I think we have a squad enough to compete. And we show Wednesday that our squad is enough to compete in every single game if we are brave like we were. And of course, and then to win this type of match, you need some lucky, not make a mistake. And of course, how we start the game was so difficult, so tough. I think in the worst way that you can think or prepare, but that is football. And for me, the most important was the reaction, how the team fight, never give up, and of course, 3-2 for Barcelona. I think were 10 minutes, 4 or 5 actions that we were so close to score and draw the game. And I think the most important thing is the relief of the player when Messi scored the last goal, how they behave on the pitch is showing how respect us and show that the game always was open. And Tottenham was amazing in the way that we fight. And of course, disappointed because the result wasn't positive. But I think the image and in the way that we play and performance and our character was fantastic, and I feel so proud about that.
But a year ago, you were beating Real Madrid, and you were saying then that Spurs were one of the top teams in Europe. Do you still feel that a year on?
A year ago, with the same squad, we beat Real Madrid, but that was 1 year ago. And every year is different, and the team are different, and the form are different. But of course, I am happy with our squad.
Hugo Lloris came back into the team on Wednesday and made a big mistake for the first goal. Are you still confident about him as your number one keeper and your captain as well?
No doubt. I think it's who made the mistake the first every day is me, because and everyone can make a mistake. For me, the reaction was fantastic. The performance was good. Of course, we lose the game, but I think it's no doubt about Hugo. Hugo is one of the best keepers on the world, and that is not change. Nothing changed in my mind how I think about him.
Harry Winks has been called up by England too. Did pretty well in the second half on Wednesday. How deserved is this call up, do you think, by England?
Well, it's not my job to judge if deserve or not. I think it's more about the manager of the national team that I congratulate for his extension of contract yesterday that they announced, the FA. And no, it's him to judge if deserve. If he was called for the national team, it's because the manager feel that deserve to be called.
Beat Cardiff and you're third and you're 1 point off the top on Saturday night. That's not bad, is it, going into the weekend fixtures?
Yes, it will be fantastic for us, but we need to, before to see the end of the race, we need to be involved in the race and to performance and deserve to win on then. Because sometimes it's like we translate ourselves on the future and say, okay, 5 o'clock, Saturday, 3 points. And I think if you think like this, it's a massive mistake. You need to see yourself playing well, performance well, scoring goals, and that is the best way to prepare the game. And thinking that will be tough if we are not ready to compete from the first moment to the end. sure that it's going to be a difficult game.
Dan.
Mauricio or Jesus, was it
Up to you.
up to you guys? Was it Vertonghen's decision to play on against Huddersfield? Jesus said he thought it was just a knock. So was it him or
Better you, Jesús, because I understand. Seguir jugando.
Durante el partido.
Pero él pensó que era un golpe.
Yeah, because we asked him and we thought he could play because the first action was a contact. That sometimes is unusual to get a knock in your hamstring. Sometimes the leg is more common action, so that's why he was playing. But he was assessed in the halftime, and as soon all the information was to prevent any further damage, it was up.
And then is one thing, one component that is important. The adrenaline when you are playing football is so high, and you not realize you run, you are under stress competing, and then when you stop to run, go to the, I don't feel, and it's too difficult to start. But it's difficult to assess during the game, and because he didn't realize how it was, and only he feel that was a big knock from the striker, and only he believes that was a dead leg. No?
Are you concerned that it could be like Toby's last year, where it's 2, 3, 4 months?
We cannot guess. Hope that as soon as possible can be ready again. But we cannot guess what is going, because it's not about injuries, no es acerca de lesiones, es acerca de después de cada uno, especialmente cómo reacciona ante una lesión.
Any single player reacts different in front of the same kind of injuries, so the way to recover, it depends. It was your form before and your strength, so it's difficult to guess, and especially until Monday in the next scan.
Ben.
Just to clarify something you said earlier, you said the plan was that he wasn't going to have competition this week, so the plan was to rest him against Barcelona, to give him...
What? No, I think we explained too much, Jesus. Yeah. No, because he was confused after. He was playing, no. It's better to say nothing, because if you want to clarify, he's more confused. I think it was clear, him. What he said. The plan in Watford was to train him and few players more like Hurricane. Okay. That was the plan. And then that was the plan for Watford.
Yeah. Watford,
it's day by day.
He thought you meant Barcelona.
No, Barcelona.
That was the confusion. Yeah, that was all.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was the confusion. Okay, Nigel.
The state of the pitch at Wembley is not ideal.
Yes.
Against a team like Cardiff, who put back to play a sort of direct style, is it a leveler?
No, I don't know. I know what to complain. I think it's and maybe from outside it looks not good, but inside it's not. It's okay. It's possible to play football, and if we not play well, it's not because of the pitch. It's because we maybe lack of quality, but no. Yes, but not because of the pitch. I promise, inside, when it's true from the stand, you say, oh, it's difficult to play. But when you are there, you can see that, you can appreciate that it's okay, the pitch to play.
Harry Winks was mentioned. He's only been back for a couple of games. He's now been selected for England. Has the conversation with national team managers changed because the games are now more competitive? So perhaps you could say to Gareth Southgate before, please can you look after him and maybe only give him half an hour?
We are, of course, it's so difficult, the communication with all the national team. Look now, before my press conference, you knew about the Vertonghen situation, because Roberto told the media in Belgium before us. But then it's our players, our Tottenham player, our Tottenham employer. and when you arrive here and you need to explain after, no, and it's difficult. They need to call us. They need to call on us. If they call us, we are more than open to talk and give our opinion. But if they don't call, we are always the door open to receive. But in that case, like you asked me about Harry Winks, no one called me, and I think no one called you, and I don't know.
You wouldn't call them?
Why?
Just to
I'm not going to how explain. The natural things is if they have some doubt, call us. No, you call them. Because the players are here every day. And then our show is day by day. For them is every month, no? And they, I think, have a little bit more time than us, no? To be interested in the player and call us. I think, I don't want to create a problem, but that is the normal behavior. The national team call you. No, you call and say, oh, be careful with this or that. It's like you don't want that the player go to the national team. I don't know if I am clear. Yes, yes.
Okay, finish with Ali.
One more on Harry Winks. During the match in the week, he seemed to get better and better as it went on, as if he was kind of learning as he was playing. How important are those kind of games against such big opposition for his kind of development?
No, for me, it's about to play football, no, to have game time for him. He needs to build his confidence and trust in himself, and then to play in the way that he plays. I told you, for me, it's a very a player that is a midfielder, a real midfielder. He's dynamic, play forward, the capacity to run is dynamic. Only it's about to be fit and build his confidence. And of course, the game in Watford in Milton Keynes was the same. Start not so good and start to build his confidence. And the second half was so good. And again, Cardiff 45 minutes. I think he played well. And again, Barcelona was the same. It's true that the team didn't start well. We start well in 1 minute, 1 minute and a half, and then we concede and was difficult. But always the team was on the game. But I think he finished very strong the game, and that is very good signal that he's fit and he can cope with 90 minutes. That's an important thing.
Question about players being on the fringes of the squad. George's Kevin Kudu. Have the injuries opened up any chance at all for him this weekend?
No easy. He's on the squad for 20 players for tomorrow, yes. I need to decide if he will be on the bench or not.
Why has it been so difficult for him to kind of to get a chance, and what's he not done right?
Look, it's not easy. When you have 25 players, I think really nearly all the players play. I think we are the team that we gave more possibility to play to the whole squad. But maybe for him, it's a struggle to take the opportunity for different reasons. But because maybe I prefer to play with another player, and not because he's good or not good, but it's because I decide to play with different players than him.
Okay, if the camera's off, thank you.